afternoon, and let me, on behalf of the body of principal officers of the Senate, welcome all of you to this follow-up meeting today. You recall that about 4 weeks ago, we had a meeting here, and that meeting was to look into the security situation in the country then. Before we close for our annual summer recess, distinguished senators and indeed members of the National Assembly expressed so much concerns with respect to the security situation prevailing. And we felt that we must engage our security agencies so that together we'll continue to fight these challenges in our country. I am happy, and I'm sure I'll be speaking the minds of my colleagues, that from then, after that meeting, to today, we have seen remarkable difference in the fight against insecurity in our country by our armed forces and other security agencies. And we are very, very proud of that. We pray that this continues because we now have the momentum. We have seized the initiative, and it's for us to finish the job. When Mr. President spoke of ensuring that we return to normalcy by December 2022, I'm sure he had in mind what we have been doing recently. I believe that you, our armed forces and other security agencies have everything in terms of the morale and the determination, even though we still have to give some other support. This meeting, therefore, is to review what has happened so far, and of course there will be two segments, and I'm aware that some of these agencies would have meetings somewhere today, so we'll try as much as possible to make the meeting as long as possible. So let me also mention this. While we fight the insecurity in the country, sometimes we capture bandits alive, those who have made every effort to steal our oil at an industrial scale. I'm sure some of them may not be that lucky to escape. We want to see trials of people who are caught, because when that happens, citizens would know that nobody, no matter how highly that person is, can go scot-free if he or she decides to get involved in this kind of criminal activity. Of course, I will appeal to our courts, judiciary, once we have cases like this, we must give expeditious consideration, because these are the issues that today are militating against our stability and even against our democracy. We lose so much of our oil. As at the last count, the report was we export just little above 900,000 barrels. And that is just about 50% because it's supposed to be 1.8 million barrels per day. And that is having our revenues and our resources for development. So I want to appeal to the judiciary to give a special consideration once an oil thief is taken to court. But we must prosecute them. It's not enough to just take away whatever they have stolen and say, go and sin no more. Lastly, let me also appeal to all of us here that when we go into the closed session, please take us into confidence. We are responsible people. There are things that we know are very sensitive. But some things are treated better when we are on the same page, so that we also don't legislate blindfolded or without the necessary background information. Where there are requests or requirements to enhance the capacity and the competence of our armed forces and other security agencies, I think we should consider that as a priority as well. And thank God, the budget for 2023 is just being prepared, because security should be, in fact, must be our priority in Nigeria today. Should be above every other thing or any other thing. So I want to thank you once again for coming. And at this point, I will appeal to the media, our friends, to please excuse us. And I don't know, you can ask questions after we close if you choose to ask questions. So the media, please.